You are watching Untitled TV, and we have a Packard Bell iMax Mini C2100GE here. We are going to make a quick boot up and HD video test, but let's start off with the inputs. On the front, as you can see, I'll show you in a minute. There we have a ES-ATA port, then we have a microphone and headphone port, multi-card reader which reads SD, XD, Sony sticks and everything. Then we have a USB where I have my mouse plugged in. Then we have another USB where I have my keyboard plugged in right now. Then on the front we have a power button. On the back we have another 4 USB ports, all of them 2.0. The white stick is the controller, which is a Wii kind of controller. Then we have gigabit network, HDMI, VGA and standard power input. We have a nice little stand there, which is better than with the Acer Revo. And let's start the boot up. I just placed the camera in the right spot. We have no signal right now, as you can see. And I'll sit down and then we can start the boot up. On my cell phone you will see how fast it is booting. I'm turning it on and okay. Let's see how long it takes. While it's booting up, I can show you the controller, which is booting up right now. As you can see on the blue LED on the top, we have a home key on the top. Then we have on the top we have a power button with which you can turn on the remote, not the Packard Bell itself. Then we have a home button, which is like a backspace button. Then the next one is a digital analog digital stick, which is not only 4-way but I think 8-way. Works pretty good, feels pretty decent. Then we have a C button, an A button. On the bottom we have a mouse click, that's the left mouse click button right there, and a B button. The whole thing has a pretty good weight to it because it has 2 AA batteries in the back. You don't need an infrared sensor to make it work, but it's pretty decent. As you will see, I will use the remote for the full time to navigate the mouse. Okay, Windows should be booted up almost right now, so we are at 1 minute 25 as far as I can see, yes, and the mouse is moving pretty good. It's not really accurate, but it works pretty decent. As you can see, it's not always perfect, but you can get used to it. It's not for heavy use, it's just so you can select something on the media center or somewhere else. So the first thing I'm going to show you is which programs came pre-installed. I made a picture because I installed some new ones. So I don't have the aerial turned on in Vista, but it would work. But this way you can play the HD videos and the games faster. I will show you in the next video. In the list you can see we have Nero Essentials. I'm zooming in right now. You have Nero Essentials installed, then we had Microsoft Office 2007 60 days installed, a bunch of games I'll show you in the next video, as I said. Then other things were Adobe Photoshop Elements and of course the NVIDIA drivers and some Packard Bell software so you can register your computer. So yeah, there's a pretty decent list of programs. That's why it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds. We had GData antivirus installed too, with a 2-year license. That's pretty good. Now I'll show you some trailers of G.I. Joe in 720p first. And we will check if there is any frame drops or how many frames per second. The NVIDIA Ion chip, which is a pretty good graphics chip in this net top, how much it can handle. So we have the G.I. Joe trailer here and it says 24 frames per second and no frame drops, or actually 4 frame drops, but that's just normal. as long as the number isn't increasing, it should be fine. And as far as I can see, it's still 24 frames per second, and yeah, no frame drops, or no more frame drops. So let's see how the 1080p video is working. Actually, all these videos are MOV, downloaded from Apple, and the 1080p video is 180 megs and the 720 was 100 megs. So there's no special conversion, and we have 24 frames per second here again, and no frame drops at all right now. This is 1080p. Same trailer, G.I. Joe. Let me go to the skip a little bit to the front. Maybe we have a little bit more action there, more movement, and as you can see, it's pretty good. Better than with the standard NVIDIA Atom processor for sure, which can handle 720p maybe. Okay, so these were the mod videos, and now I'll show you some MKV H.264 converted videos of maybe what do I have in my list? Let me check. I have to log in first to my network hard drive. Some high definition videos there. Oops, it didn't work. Let me type it in again. Nice mouse movement there. Okay, high definition. And oh yeah, Lord of the Rings 2. Let's see if you can find any battle scenes. It's 12 gigabytes big, 1080p with German and English sound. Because this is a voiceover, you don't hear any sound, but I mean the picture quality is important. I plugged the whole thing in by HDMI to my 28-inch monitor right there. So we have 1920 times 1200 resolution. As you can see, I know the subtitles are kinda not necessary, but 24 frames and no frame drops at all again. Looks pretty good. So this was the Packard Bell iMax Mini. In the next video we will show you a bunch of games like Burnout, Anno 1404 and Call of Duty 4. I've pre-installed Sims 3 too for all the girls watching this video. And yeah, tune in for the next video. Endeavor TV, Balashgal. Have a nice day.